Have you ever wondered about the intricacies of God's plans and how well we truly understand them? Allow me to take you on a journey through the book of Jeremiah, specifically the passage from Jeremiah 29:10-11. In this passage, the Lord speaks directly to his people. He tells them, "You will be in Babylon for 70 years, but then I will come and do for you all the good things I have promised, and I will bring you home again. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." When God says, "For I know," he is asserting his omniscience. He is affirming that his knowledge and perspectives are different from ours, as expressed in Isaiah 55:8-9. God doesn't just know ahead, he designs ahead and plants divine setups in our lives that work together for good, leading us to the fulfillment of his perfect plan. When God says, "They are for good," he is referring to the final outcome of his plans. These plans involve a process to achieve the desired outcome. Behind the beauty of a well-crafted statue is a process of carving, chipping, sawing, smoothing, and touching up. The process is integral to the final product, and it is part of God's plan. God then says, "Not for disaster." This reassurance is necessary because we as humans are short-sighted. We often hope for instant results and shy away from painful processes, which we perceive as disasters. God reassures us that his plan is not to bring disaster into our lives. Temporary challenges could just be transitional phases of the process leading to his perfect plan. Finally, God speaks of a future and a hope. His plans are fulfilled progressively throughout our lifetime, sometimes even beyond. The timeline varies, as it did for the Israelites who spent 70 years in Babylon. Patience is essential to wait upon the Lord and see things from his perspective. So what can we take away from this exploration of God's plans? Firstly, don't despair when things aren't going as expected. Instead, pray and trust God for the perfect outcome. Secondly, ask God to help you develop patience and discernment to recognize the process he has put in place to shape you for greatness. Remember, God's plans are not just about the destination, but also the journey.